Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
स्क्रीन दिसतंय तुम्हाला?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So today's topic is oral presentation. So after that making of scientific poster, the one more activity you are giving in your that PhD course, that is a oral presentation. Okay. So in oral presentation, either it is a different performance, that is in your 6 monthly or your research team meeting presentation, or in conference seminar presentation. So here, so how to make this oral presentation, PowerPoints or other factors for oral presentation. Okay. So here, oral presentation. So this oral presentation is an oral presentation is a formal, structural or systematic presentation of message to audience. That is your presentation. You are going to present your research to the audience. Okay. So here you are going to communication with your audience. So it is a participative two-way communication process characterized by formal and standard presentation of a message using visual aids. That means you are giving on this computer based, that is like a PowerPoint or any other way. That is here generally we are using PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so that is oral presentation, that is giving two-way communication. So what are the forms of that oral presentation? Okay, where you are going to that give oral presentation. So in seminar conference there is a one presentation. You may ask that you have to give oral presentation, or you may present a poster, that depend on your choice. Second is every PhD scholar is going to present 6 monthly presentation. Okay, then in workshops, symposia, you are going to present, or in your student team presentation or your research presentation, there is also a oral presentation. Then your departmental presentations, industry conference. Okay, here our focus is on seminar, conference, workshops, 6 monthly presentation and a synopsis presentation. That is must be a oral presentation for a research scholar. Okay, so here how to make a PowerPoint presentation from a research paper or from your research article which is not included or published as a research. So here how to make a scientific oral presentation. So the format is very basic design, showing that you know to make the PowerPoint presentation from a research paper. So how to make a PowerPoint? Here, this is a basic idea for making a presentation, slide making at that is 7 to 10 minute presentation. So in this, you must include these slide numbers. It is not a fine to make us this slide number. You can vary with your presentation. Okay, here introduction. Your introduction must be in 1 to 2 slides. Then a research question or your hypothesis. So your hypothesis is must be in a one slide. Then research review or literature review here, or theory, it is 1 to 2 slides. Then your method, data collection, that is your actual research, is of 1 to 2 slides. Then your data presentation and findings, that is the result of your findings, your paper or your research, that must be included into 3 to 5 slide. And last slide is a conclusion slide of this your research presentation. Okay, with that many other slides are there, but the main focus on this scientific presentation, scientific oral presentation, this slide must be include your presentation. So we are going to see one by one what is included in each point, and what is expected from the audience when you are going to present as a oral presentator. Okay, so here paper PowerPoint presentation outline, research paper, or it is a research article you are, or it is a research which is going to be published or unpublished work, you can also make it a PowerPoint. So here title, that is first slide. So typically your title might contain the following information. So title means what is going to add in this slide? Yes, title slide. मैं क्या add
So title,
yes, your
title,
title
name
होना
of the
चाहिए.
college or project,
Hmm.
or the guide name and our name.
Yes, so title होना चाहिए. What is your presenting, that is a research paper or thesis or synopsis, उसका नाम होना चाहिए. Who is going to present, उसका तो नाम होना चाहिए. You are going to present, okay. Affiliation or your institute, okay. Then date of presentation, with that you are adding the guide name also, okay. So guide name, that is a if it is in PhD, okay. So title, your name, affiliation, date of presentation, guide name, okay. Here second, that is the introduction slide. So introduction slide, 1 2 3 slide, one slide or two slide, that depend on your data, okay. So this introduction slide of your presentation briefly introduce the research topic and its significance, and state the research question or objective, why you are choosing that topic research article, okay. It include in this research in slide, that is introduction slide here, okay. So slide, it is one slide, two slide, or maximum three slide depending on the time limit. If you're having 10-minute oral presentation, slide maximum for introduction is two slide, because you are talking with this slide is maximum 2 minute per slides, okay. Then next slide, research questions or what is your hypothesis. So this slide should emphasize the objective of your research or present the hypothesis why you are choosing that research problem. Okay, that is your research questions or your hypothesis in one slide. Then you are going to present your literature review on the basis of that hypothesis, on the basis of your research questions. So literature review, one slide. So here your literature review has able provide context for your research by summarizing relevant literature, okay. Don't add all literatures are very good, okay. Add a maximum that which is important. So additionally, it should highlight gap or area where your research contribute. That is important why you are doing to that literature review. So highlight the gaps or areas of your research contribute in that field. That is important in literature review. Okay, no one going to see that is a who did in past, what did in past, but why you did that research is important. Okay, so here in literature review, focus on the gap or area of your research contribution. Then methodology and data collection, that obviously the must content of your research. So this include, okay, this slide of your research paper, PowerPoint, has to explain the research design, method, and procedure which is you use in your actual experimental part. Okay, that is in the methodology part. It you have to talk with these points. Then it must be include the detail about your participants or your material data collection, or it's a special type of equipment you use in your work, okay. That is methodology or data collection, how you collected your data. NMR, IR, CMR is collected from university or IITs or ISER. You have to present in this slide, and which equipment you use. Then results often of your research. So on this slide, you must present the research of your data analysis and discuss any trend or pattern or significance finding of your research. That you have to focus on your result here. Moreover, you should use chart, graphs, table to illustrate the data and highlight some novel in your research if it is with you or it is applicable with you. So that is important. You have to present your results. Okay, instead of in wording, you can explain in the graph form, chart form, tabular form. Okay, your data and highlight some your main object which is here you got as a result, okay. Then next slide is conclusion slide. So your conclusion slide has summarized the main finding and implication, as well as discuss the broader impact of your research. That is usually a single statement is enough for the conclusions. Okay, so here you can conclude your what are your findings. Then if any recommendation you can add here for further research or action on this slide, you can add your recommendation. So if applicable, provide recommendation for uh, future research or actions on this slide. And then you can add your references, 1 to 2 slides. So references slide is where you list all the sources cited in your research paper. Okay, that is a research article you are referred for this your research. Okay, so that is a power how to make a PowerPoint presentation. So here last is one acknowledgement. You can give the acknowledgement or acknowledge any individuals, organization, institute, or funding sources, funding agency which that you help that help you and which is going to contribute in your research. So you have to must acknowledge the person, individual, and institute. Okay, and then this is not important in oral presentation, that is appendix, or it is supplementary material. If anyone asks in a question how this data is appear, so you have to show this supplementary material slide, additional data details chart, okay, in your appendix slides. If you required, you can present this one. So this is a how to make a research presentation in the form of PowerPoint. So step here. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So steps to create a memorable research paper presentation. Okay, that is also important because when you are going to deliver your presentation in front of your colleague, that is in your research group, then in conference or in any other place, so that must be a memorable. Okay, so how to deliver that memorable? Okay, we are not going to see detail. So here some points we discuss. So here creating a PowerPoint presentation for a research paper involves several critical steps that needed to convey your finding, engage the audience effectively, and these steps are followed. First one, so understand your audience. Okay, so audience or here the identify audience of your presentation, where you are going to that giving the oral presentation in your teammates or in conference or in universities or where you are going to. So audience is different. Okay, in teammates all know what are your work. Okay, in conference there are senior researchers are there. So depend on audience, so understand your audience, then tailor your content and level of detail to match that audience background on knowledge. Okay, so you cannot deliver your lecture in front of your teammates and in front of other research. So you can tailor your content with that audience where you are going to deliver that oral presentation. Then define your key messages. Okay, what are the key important points which we have to explain the audience? Here clearly articulate the main message or findings of your research. So here identify a key points that you want to give the audience that to remember here. Like in research paper we give some key points. Okay, keywords. So similarly here some keywords, key points you have to remember and you have to explain that key points on the in front of audience. Then what to include and what not to include in your presentation. So these are the some do's that include in your presentation. So what are the do's in your presentation? Yes, presentation. What must be included in presentation? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when you are going to make a presentation, what point to be focus? Yes, so it must be your research topic. Yes. Then second, be brief and to the point when you are going to give the presentation. So brief and to the point. So then attract the audience attention and highlight interesting details. Then use only that here we can say the chart, maps, picture, graphs for the visualization. Then use number and bullet point to the structure or content, and make statement clear statement regarding the essential and your result of your research here. So what don't it must be included in your research oral presentation. So don't write down the whole outline of your paper and other. Okay, so you must not include that all the outline or the statement in your presentation. Then don't put long full sentence in your slides. Okay, make it smaller, split them into smaller one. Then don't use dissenting pattern, color, picture or other visual on your slide. Make it a simple are better. Then don't use too complicated graphs, charts, only ones that are easy to understand you have to keep in the your slides. Okay, and now we discuss the basic. Let's move on the next topic, that is powerful presentation. Okay, so tips to make a presentation to achieve its goal. Okay, so less is more, make a less, and that will be the more for your presentation. Okay, make a less sentence, then be professional, stick to your topic, stick to your point, then use proper font and text sites, then concentrate on your visual sites, practice your delivery, get ready for questions, and don't be afraid to utilize professional help. You can take help of your senior ones, professional ones. Okay, then these are the 4 P's for presentation. Okay, when you are going to give this oral presentation, 4 P are important. So 4 P, which are the 4 P's? Yes.
Planning, practice,
So
perform,
here planning,
preparation.
practice, perform, and presentation. Okay,
Preparation.
so you have to plan. Okay, you are going to present a oral or your scientific or PowerPoint PPTs. Then you have to plan how to make this presentation. Okay, then you have to make a practice. Then you have to perform. Okay, and preparation is a must. So first one is planning. Okay, so planning, define your purpose. What is your purpose? Then which are the audience and how I am going to make my presentation according to that audience. It is an important one. Then analyze the occasions, like it is a conference, seminar, or our group research meeting, or your final thesis, synopsis, or 6 monthly presentation. According to you can plan what is you are going to present. Okay, and select the suitable title, that is already you're having titles with use. Okay, so this is a planning. Then preparation, so you have to collect the data and prepare. So develop a central ideas, then main ideas, gather the supporting information, that is your results. So from the result you can prepare your the slides or your presentation. Then here practice your presentation. Okay, so in presence of audience or in absence of audience, when you are going to talk or you give the oral presentation, practice must be important. Then time. Okay, presentation, how much time you are taking for presentation. If it is 7 minutes, then start with time, and how in how much time you are required to present, and then according to that you can outline your presentation. That is time is also important during the presentation. Okay, and then you are going to perform, begin the presentation with confidence, be organized, pay attention to non-verbal behavior, and this use appropriate visual aids. Here you are using charts, graphs, or other that you are required for your presentation. Okay, so that is a oral presentation. Okay, and this is a summary beginning with outline. So you have to start with a big picture, that is a your question of research, address the scientific question, discuss how to present the background, clearly state hypothesis, then talk about the method, present the experimental data, summarize the result of the study, and suggest experiment for future studies. So that is the outline. So this is topic here, oral presentation. Yes, that is a short topic from your paper one. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So today
Yes,
that
sir.
that is only the points we have to discuss. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Any having queries regarding this research? Yeah, your coursework, not this topic.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, the Doke sir has given some activity, so you would be uploading that activity, sir.
Uh,
Like when you are going to upload, please can you mention the proper question and with the diagram what has to be done? Because we have just taken a screenshot and we are not getting exactly what all things we had to do, sir.
oh, so this Saturday, okay, this is your assignment from the paper two, that is instrumental methods, okay, and you have to solve the two problems which is given by Doke sir. So I'm
Hmm.
going to upload in the form of Google form, and its PDF file will circulate on your WhatsApp group. So you have to solve in A4 size paper or your notebook paper, and it has to upload as a scan copy. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
till this Saturday, we are giving that as an assignment question from the paper two, first assignment.
Okay, sir.
So it's instrumental analysis assignment.